Welcome to the updates. My name is Fozia Abdullahi and my co-host
Majid Aldin.
So you know how we do it here. We update you from what has been happening this week. So we are starting from political news. Majid, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So the first we have is our president, our handsome president. He has done a statue, a nice statue, Kwame Nkrumah statue, at
No, statue of himself or
yes,
statue of Kwame Nkrumah?
statue of himself. Like I mean, he's also doing like Kwame Nkrumah.
Oh, nice.
You see the statue?
I saw it. but when I saw it, I was, first of all, when the news came out, it was more of like people were like, it's an AI originated something. I think it was later on that it got trended that people were talking about it.
I think it's because of the work it did there. So you know when you do something, you want to put your name on it.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's how he did.
Oh,
but I don't know why Ghanaians are listening. Me, if I build a house, I'll put my statue or like a name. But I think because he didn't put a name, he put a statue there. But I don't see anything wrong with it.
No, you see, the reason why I think he had that backlash was more of like, you are the person doing the work, and you are the same person praising yourself.
So you think Akufo-Addo is praising himself?
Yeah, he's praising himself based on the comment that was coming. Because to be frank, even me myself, my opinion is, if it was his region where he comes from, the eastern region, the statue will have made some sense. You understand? But western region, and I don't actually see the kind of work they say he has done over there.
Oy.
Yeah, I'm being frank with you.
Oh no, me, if I do something big like that, I'll put my statue there.
Oh, big like what? The road or what? Or the runabout?
Oh.
I just want to know. Because if basically if you watch what like a lot of people were talking about, because after 2 days or 3 days when the picture came out, a lot of media stations went there.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And it was kind of, it didn't have that positive effect on the country, but
that is because Akufo-Addo nankasa, why are they like Nkofu Mpena something that?
Oh no.
That's how I see
it's
it.
Not like people don't like him. People like him a lot.
But you see those rich men that build houses.
Yes.
And they put their statue there.
That's houses. They put their statue at their house.
But okay, have you seen some of these mosques that when they do some
then why don't we then put the statue of Kwame Nkrumah at the Temamoto Way? Or the statue of
where are they going to place it?
There are a lot of places you can
hey,
in between the lines.
What are you saying? Look at some schools are there. Some schools are there. No. They put the founder.
So the schools he has built under his regime, he can go and put a statue.
So you feel like this one is special? Like I feel like it felt like this one is special.
No, it's easy. It should have been something like an historical moment about that area. You understand? Maybe there's some history about that area that they could have depicted it in the form of statue and put it there.
Okay.
I mean, that one will serve as a form of education for the young ones over there. Oh yeah, it's true. So I mean, I kind of like.
It doesn't like Akufo-Addo.
But after a while now nobody's talking about it again, and that's how Ghana is. When the news comes, people will just talk about it, but later they just. So we are waiting for the update about that statue. I don't know if we are going to remove it or
Akufo-Addo won't say anything about it, and he won't remove it. If that is what you people want, it won't happen.
I'm sure you will order for the statue to be removed. I'm sure. Oh yeah.
You don't know Akufo-Addo. You have been in Ghana. You don't know Akufo-Addo. Okay. So next is the U.S. president, the almighty Donald. He elected Elon Musk to lead the Department of Government. But like Elon Musk, is he into politics?
You see, for me, when I saw the news, it's more of like, you need to understand like the people who are behind the scenes when it comes to leaders. You understand? By the situation, Donald Trump has showcased to the world that Elon Musk actually helped him during his campaign.
Helped him because it is to his advantage, to Elon's advantage.
Of course, in every business, it's to the advantage of
the other person.
The person
But-
helping you.
So you think this Elon guy like is behind the scene?
Yeah, he's a behind the scene guy. And for him to actually come out, for him to be appointed like in a governmental position like this, it tells you that America are trying to do something new.
Okay.
You understand? And looking at Elon Musk, known for his mass
Yeah,
visions and
robots
everything,
and
those
stuff.
robotics, and also having X. Because if you look at when he was appointed, he posted something on X that everything that department will be doing, he is going to be posting it for Americans to see whatever is up. Like he will give them updates. You understand? So we too, we are giving our audience the update of Elon Musk being appointed as the chairperson or the board leader.
But some of Donald Trump policies, some of them are good. Even though I didn't like the fact that he's been elected, but some of them are good. Like
we wait to
as
see.
time are going, because he's saying that like if you go to university in America, you have access to green card.
Yeah, so you see, basically, we the blacks like coming from Africa, we will feel more, we will benefit from it.
Majid, that green card, it means that you have access to do business there, to stay there, right?
Yeah, and it gives you that freedom to be able to move at all without maybe, sometimes if you don't have those cards, you kind of feel
You're
like
not,
even police is passing by,
you are
free.
shaking,
So that's how it is.
Okay.
But I mean, you see, Elon Musk, people say he's a genius. Yes, he has a ancestral background from South Africa, but he's an American.
Because I'm seeing like people on Twitter saying that like they should take his US citizenship, since he's saying that since he was supporting Donald Trump, because I think the reason why people were following Kamala is because of the fact that she helped, she's not fighting against illegal immigration, but you get him. I think his own was about his website. You get that was the reason why he was fighting for Donald Trump. But people are also saying that since he has fought for Donald Trump, he's US citizen, that they are saying, because he's also an immigrant, they should take it from him.
They can't take it because
they can't take it.
He has gained that honor of having being an American citizen, because I'm sure he has an American passport. You understand?
Yeah.
So, and this is a new position that was created for him by Donald Trump, and I'm sure it's going to actually help America at the long last year.
Okay.
And so we move on to the next the next thing that trended within the week. And with South Korea and Japan, they have this strict rule. It's more of like democracy, not democracy. You understand? Yeah. So some things are there, you have to be very careful.
But Ghana here too is democracy, not democracy.
Ghana there is full of democracy.
Ghana, there's no democracy.
Oh, it's full of, because the way Ghana, we can voice out. There are some countries who practice democracy, but you can't voice out like that.
Ghana is like you're practicing democracy, but let's move on.
So what we have here is, online streamer Johnny Somali faces 10 years of prison sentence after a controversial video showed him kissing and posing with a statue dedicated to Korean women who were victims of sexual slavery during Japan's occupation of Korea. So he's actually having this banter or this kind of accusation because during those days Korea actually went through a lot.
So Japan colonized Korea, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's for correction, South Korea. So Japan and South Korea went through a lot, and because of that, they honor the people who fought for them to get their freedom. Although during those days we have the martial arts and all those things.
Yeah.
But Japan was far advanced during those days, and if you look at history, Korea gaining freedom is not even up to 30 years now. Yes, but the kind of development they're able to bring to
I am telling you,
their country, it tells you that one, leadership is working. So this statue that within, I think for the past 2 or 3 days now, it has been a talk within the country because they feel like the statue the guy kissed is somebody they really honor. and it's a woman who sacrificed a lot for Korea to gain their independence.
But he's a YouTuber, you guys.
Yes.
It's like he doesn't know that like it's like a statue you get of a woman or
Yes.
something
So
like that.
some things are there. You see, within other world, you won't be maybe you won't be accused of doing such a thing. But within a certain world, if you go learn the rules of that world and be
Sure.
very careful.
Oh, Charlie.
You understand? So the 10 years thing they mean for me, I'm sure if
You
they are to
get
go by
10.
the rules of their country, they will give him 10 years. And it will become a diplomatic issue because maybe the country the guy to it from
Yes.
will also have a say within it.
Yeah,
You
because
understand?
me, I don't see it like I don't see like it deserves the 10 years. At least they should make a public announcement that this and this is what the statute is saying. You are not supposed to do this to this to it, because like this is the first time somebody is going to kiss a statue and you are coming to give him 10 years. Why is it not correct?
No, but is it? I think the reason why is they are trying to make it extreme is their culture. That's what I've learned from this thing. They are very particular with their culture. So kissing outside, that kind of African culture where you feel like if you see a statue, you go and touch some part, they feel like no, it's wrong for you to touch it.
Yeah.
So I think they have that kind of culture. So,
But the 10 years, it's a no. They should find another way of dealing with it than these 10 years because.
So no problem. For now, we actually hoping they won't give him, but I mean I think diplomacy will work in this thing.
Yes, it should. It should because.
So guys, if any update comes up, we'll give you update about this particular case.
Yeah.
And so, what do you have next?
So I have Justice Atuguba. He's saying that the Speaker of Parliament will face 10 years if like it doesn't if it defies the Supreme Court. So he's saying that the Speaker of Parliament risks 10 years jail if it defies Supreme Court. But my problem is the Speaker of Parliament. I thought like he's a if they say if the president is not there, the that's the vice president. When the vice president is not there, is the one, right?
Okay. So you see, basically, I think it's more of like one. Let's tackle it from this way. You know the issue of the parliament issue with regards to that's the majority side, marking, taking into court with regards to the vacant 4 seats that the speaker declared to be vacant. So when they went to court passed they passed on the case that they still stay the execution of those people to come back to parliament to continue their work, but they don't see them like because they say they won't do business with the current party that brought them into parliament. So they have to market theirs. They don't see anything wrong with that. So, and I think based on what I read, it was more of like the former Justice Atuguba is actually giving an account of what can be done if somebody devies the order of Supreme Court.
Okay.
You understand? Because now, since after the verdict, nobody have heard anything from a Speaker of Parliament.
Yes.
Nobody have heard anything. And the 5 against 2 even results that came out, we actually don't know how even Parliament will continue business now. Okay. You get it? Because if you hear from the majority leader, Honorable Afenyomarkin, it was like it's now time for cool head to prevail for both parties to make sure Parliament will. And talking about the 10 years this thing, you can't run away from Supreme Court order. The Supreme Court, because it's the highest of the land, so the Supreme Court tells you that today I've given an order that everybody should sleep. Everybody have to sleep. You understand?
Yeah.
But you can't just do anything that you want, and that's an order because within the arms of government they are part of the arms of government, and they are the highest ranking of our judiciary.
Right, Charlie.
So although Speaker has some immunity, but with regards to this particular order, he can't go by it. So Speaker, we are waiting to see what will happen in Parliament.
No, but it won't happen.
Oh yeah, it won't happen. But just you see, people are talking about Speaker will not accept the Supreme Court verdict. Speaker, and I think that was what made former Justice Atuguba say that
To be
thing.
honest, our speaker is very smart. He's a
he's a
very
lawyer.
smart man.
He's a lawyer,
So like
so
none of this will happen.
yeah. But so for now, we are expecting more to happen in Parliament. So
You're expecting more.
Yeah.
You like what is going on.
oh, it's to strengthen our democracy, and I'm sure our audience watching us too. A lot of them, like a lot of you guys, have enjoyed Parliament for some days now. Some people are saying this is a Parliament that this is the worst Parliament, but I think this is a Parliament that have actually strengthened yes, our democracy.
It's good.
For me.
If it has strengthened,
Because-
then it's good.
For me, I think the executive doesn't get whatever they want easily done. So now there's check and balance.
It's like right now everybody is drag.
Yes,
Yeah.
so there's check and balance. So if you want to build hospital and the money you are mentioning is too much, you bring it to Parliament. Parliament will check and balance.
Yeah.
You
I
understand?
realize that
Uh-huh.
both
But-
parties are not green.
But first, it was that high majority, low minority. So if the majority say yeah, then they will approve their budget, then to go. So I think that's something we are waiting to see what happens next in Parliament.
Okay.
So what else do you have?
So we are still on political news.
Okay. So if you're on political news, so within last 2 weeks, we had the issue of one of the presidential candidates for this coming election passing out. That's Madam Ekuya Donkor, and people were contemplating if Electoral Commission will have to reballot or they will actually remove her from it.
Yes.
Then we got the news that the party have chosen the vice presidential candidate to go and stand.
Yes.
But the same party too brought out that they don't want to stand again for the presidential election.
They disqualified the vice president, the vice president who was coming with Ekuya Donkor.
Yes.
I believe all of you have representatives in the printing houses. We are almost 90% complete with the printing of presidential ballots. And you are also aware that following the passing of Madam Ekuya Donkor, we requested the printing houses to cease printing until, the law had taken its course. Now that the presidential candidate or the nominee has been disqualified, the commission would like to inform you that the printing would proceed on the current ballot as is, in the interest of time and to save this country millions of cedis. And so our task here this morning is very simple. We are not here to change positions. We are not here to reballot. We are simply here to inform you that the commission intends to notify our printing houses to proceed with the presidential ballot as is. It will proceed with the ballot that bears the name and the image of the name of the Ghana Freedom Party, their symbol, and the image of Madam Ekuya Donkor.
So, and I think the reason why they are doing this
Yes.
is basically about
People get confused,
People
especially
get
our
confused.
mothers, because this one ban no akase who number say ya because
Tuma
tuma way because like the numbers will enclose. Our
Yeah.
mothers will be confused.
And also, the reason I think they can't change the ballot is I think the political parties have already printed. They printed their ballot listing, teaching the
People
public
how to
vote. You have
yeah.
to vote number 8, vote number 1,
That's what I'm saying.
vote
People
number
will get
12,
confused.
number 13, and all that.
It's Wuka 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who do I say?
Yeah,
No, I
you
to.
understand.
Yes.
So I'm sure that's why EC, and I'm sure this decision, although it's basically from the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, I'm sure there was a kind of meeting between the electoral.
It's the
parties.
best decision.
Yeah.
It's for the best.
For me,
It's for the best.
I'm even happy there was no change of order. Yeah, because
It's for the best. It will affect many people.
Yeah.
So up next is sports news. Yeah, our popular Ghana Blasters. 8 of them, 8 of them have withdrawn from the upcoming matches.
We remember that there were late, withdrawals as well, so that affected the number. Other than that, we would have had all the England-based players in the team at this point. But because they withdrew and we had to replace them, we needed to work on traveling arrangements, change ticketing, and change flight dates as well, which is why we do not have a full house yet. But the rest of the players will arrive tonight, and hopefully tomorrow we shall have 22 players in training.
And me, I don't understand why. Like, it's so soon for you to withdraw. And
No.
looking at the players too, they are so good. Like those withdrawing, me there.
But you see, when the news was more of like, how do I even put it? You see, now the sports calendar, the football calendar, the matches are playing. You understand? And I think the club teams pay more to the players than even the national team. So if the athletes see that, oh, I just returned from injury and coming for national events and go back again, then if I go back that weekend, I'll still be playing for my club team. So you have some minimum of 3 days or 2 days to rest.
So these people know, this club team, so they don't have like, okay, this Premier League or whatever you people call it. Yeah. They know that there's AFCON. You get, they know that there's this. So I'm like, they are supposed to schedule like the time.
So you call your players who represent your country to come and play. Even England had 8 players declined to come for this international call-up, you understand? So it gives you the attitude that, one, people are saying the players know that they won't qualify for the AFCON.
That's what me I'm thinking, because I'm also thinking that because since we are not doing well, it's also spoiling their reputation. Like,
yes,
it's,
you understand?
Yes, it's spoiling their reputation.
Even some people are that, so why did Kudus come? Some too are arguing that Kudus will come because he has been suspended for 6 months, so he will come to have some fitness and all that. So but now 22 players are in camp right now.
I mean, what I'm happy is that some of the local teams they bring in.
Yeah.
So
but
I think
that's if they'll get a chance to play. And I think this is the opportunity to even play the local players for Ghanaians to see the quality we have.
So the thing is, unless they get the opportunity before, if not, they'll be on the bench.
Yeah, the coach will have to make his first 11. You understand?
And your first 11, then none of them will be among.
Because
there are options.
Good. Yeah, if the player is good.
But some of the local players, some of them are good though.
Oh yeah, they are very good. You see, the reason why people are even afraid that the local player is good is because our local league is not that strong again. You know, those days that you have the Dombotes, the Chastellers. Yeah. We are producing good local players. But now,
but it's all good. Please, they should score. And the VIP tickets, you buy VIP tickets and you don't. I think they take more than the amount for the seats at the VIP.
That's the country called Ghana.
Come on, next time when we are going, we'll go like 4 hours before the game. We'll go and sit there.
So what story do you have for us again?
So up next is entertainment.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, about Twitter, okay.
What was that about?
So the Zimbabwe women, the footballers.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, Twitter, I don't know why they are like, their pictures have triggered some concerns. I don't know.
That was.
Majid, do you want me to say it? You say it. You say it.
Oh, okay. So on X, there was this kind of trend that the women of which country? Zimbabwe. Their pictures, their portraits came out, and they more look masculine in the pictures. And you see, one is you can, if you talk about it too much, you'll be like it's defamatory of character, like you're trying to abuse
or body shame
the person. Yeah. But you see, it's not body shaming. You understand? Within the sports that they find themselves in, within Africa, the women who play football are more like, because of they lift metals and the kind of training they do, they are more built.
They are likely to get that kind of body.
You understand? Than the outside world, like Europe's, Americans, and the Asians. Their women, even if they do that, they don't reach the kind of standard we our women reach. You understand? So for them looking like men doesn't mean they are men. Because within FIFA always check everything before you register a player. You understand? We have doctors who classify players. And I don't see why people should be actually be talking about this.
You see, Ankasa, women in sports, Ankasa, in school, I did media and gender.
Yeah.
And obviously you can see that, like, because actually sports were not for women, it was for men.
Yeah.
And the old times, if they want to attract a sport to like the audience, they put a woman, like the first magazine to attract sports to the audience, they placed a woman. That's the olden days, with a white bra and a white pant. She was on like on the cover of the
magazine.
the magazine, you get.
Yeah.
So it's like when people saw that, they were actually buying the distance, but the content of the magazine was sports. Okay. So you can see that we women were not, they didn't do us to do sports, you get.
I get your point. I try to get your point.
They didn't do us, they fixed us as, sorry, excuse my word, like sexualized objects, you get. So it's like when you are doing sports, nobody regard you, you get. And Majid, if you check, I'm sorry to say, like the woman nature, no, the body is not supposed to be like that, you get. So since the body is like that, it's giving some extraordinary something. But as you said,
I
it's the sport.
disagree with some people when they make that comment, because you see, it's like the way God removed the spine of a man to create a woman. Automatically, the woman also have some characteristics of a man.
That some people have more than some people.
So, and you see the way they train. To be frank, if you look at our women in football,
yes,
the way they train like they are men. You understand? And it's not that it gives them that upper hand when they go outside there to go and play football. It makes them strong to be able to stand the weather.
Have you seen the Ghanaian ladies playing?
Yeah,
they play well.
Yeah, and there are some of our women, the black queens. Some of them, you can see this feminine body within them, but they are very good.
Yes.
You understand? And even American national team, some of the players, if you look them, you can see like this person looks masculine, but he's feminine. You understand?
Yeah.
Because they've classified the person for them to understand that sports is like this. You understand? So I kind of like trolling them within X and talking about all those things. We have to be very careful with what we say. You get it? Because we have to accept each other as one, not to always try and differentiate. Those were those days.
It's just
modern era.
One word. It was body shaming. It was just body shaming.
Yeah, that's today. If you talk about women, they always say you are body shaming. For me, I disagree with it, but that's what it is. It is.
If you talk about women, it means body shaming.
The same way if you talk about a man too, they will say you are body shaming.
Say it like that.
So it is what it is. You understand? But they are not guys. They are actually women. Just that they look masculine.
Yeah.
And so what do you have for us again?
Next on my list is a journalist. Her name is Sally.
Okay.
She reviewed a shocking news. Why?
No
wonder why Shatawale is always on Stone Boy. She says the industry,
Yeah.
She and I don't know. She and her people, they sat down and say they'll be pushing Stone Boy agenda. Why?
Oh wow.
Because Shatawale does not respect the traditional media. She said traditional media.
Yeah, me no as Mamaga. You are called into caucus meeting for the past 3 years to push your agenda. Your agenda now you're pushing is because Shatawale doesn't respect the traditional media. And yeah, Kokoko say, we will single-handedly take you on the journey.
That means it's an agenda against Shatawale.
Exactly. So I don't know what Stone Boy has done that she has come and fire him and bring out that kind of information.
No, but you see, it's more of like you need to understand one thing. Within every media space, based on what she said, I now get the point where if you're not even only Shatawale, Samini, Guru Dance, even Edem, there was a time they say you go to media station, they don't play our music.
Okay.
But they kind of have this particular artist they like playing their music. So right now, if Shatawale come and talk right now,
he will come and talk.
people will say he's talking too much.
He will come and talk.
But for you to come out and say this kind
yes,
of thing, it's really bad.
She shouldn't have said it.
Yes, it doesn't even help the music industry in Ghana.
Oh my goodness, she shouldn't have said it. And I don't know I don't know whatever stone, but she shouldn't have said it because it's like they will hold whoever went to the meeting. Yes, Shatta can be disrespectful
it's true.
sometimes.
But whatever I always support Shatta. Whatever he says is true.
So like when I saw the thing, I was like, no wonder why Shatta is like dragging these people, because he knows that these people, they are sometimes just like the VGMA, they will say that okay, this thing belongs to this person, but they will give it to this person. Now the thing is all coming together like this.
But you see, with Shatta, please, Shatta, don't come and talk. We beg you. You know, for it has been 2 days now, you've not talked, so let's leave it like this.
Yeah.
Whatever they said, you let it go. We beg you. Because if Shatta to come and talk right now, I'm telling you, the whole of Ghana,
he will say
he will say things we don't want to hear.
Yeah, he will.
So we actually beg you, Shatta, don't come and talk. So we end with you know, there are this stone, you know, women like jewelries a lot. So there was a story that came out that was yesterday. So we are giving an update of the story that about a gem like diamond that sold for a whopping amount of $9 million. That's the world's most expensive green stone.
$9 million. How much will it be in Ghana city? Like estimate.
Okay, so now dollar is 17.2. So 17.2, 1 million will be in Ghana cities. Hey, you can't count.
I can't count.
It will be trillion.
Whose stone is that? Is it for Queen Diana?
Ghana cities.
It's for Queen Diana.
No, I'm not sure it's for Queen Diana. So actually the auction people are actually trying to find the person who bought it. Because you know during auctions, when you buy certain, they don't reveal the person who bought it. Yes. So we're actually waiting to hear
to see the person who bought it.
Yes. But the green stone has been sold for a whopping $9 million. And so actually that's the most expensive stone ever sold, the green stone, $9 million. I don't know how much now you can sell diamond jewelry in Ghana here. I'm sure that would be like $20 million.
Please, my birthday, I want a diamond. Thank you.
We'll get someone to buy it.
I say from you. I didn't say someone.
Okay. Oh, then sure, I'll buy it for you. So guys, that's it for the update for this week. If it's your first time watching us, kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on post notification. This is Majid LD and
Fozia Abdullahi.
And follow us on Instagram at ccntv_tv_gh. See you guys. Bye bye.